If mortellaro is on your farm, if your hoof trimmer has identified or your vet has identified mortellaro on your farm, I think it's essential that you think in terms of limiting the spread of it. One of the key ways to do that is through foot bathing. In an earlier video, I spoke about treating the cases that have it, and that's one aspect of control. The other aspect of control is preventing new cases arising, and this is where foot bathing comes in. If you have mortellaro on your farm, you have to do foot bathing and do it consistently. You will not eradicate mortellaro, but by doing foot bathing consistently, you will control it, you will get it down to an acceptable level. The likelihood of spread is far greater when your cows are indoors than when they're grazing. But when they're indoors, depending on the level of infection that you have in the herd, it may be necessary to foot bathe as often as once a day. When you get on top of it a little bit, you can roll back a bit. You can get back maybe to 3 times or 2 times a week. When your cows are out of doors, I think it's important that they go through a foot bath at least once a week. It's important that people use reagents for their foot bath and use them at the correct dilution. The key thing there is to know the volume of your foot bath. If your foot bath is a built-in foot bath into a crush, it's important that you're able to calculate the volume in litres. If you're using a Murphy concrete one, a precast concrete one, the volume of that will be around 200 litres, so just ensure that your reagent is at the proper dilution there. In terms of how many passages through a foot bath, I think the simplest way to remember this is it's 1 litre per cow per passage. If you have a foot bath that holds 200 litres, that's 200 cow passages. So if you have a 200 cow herd, that's 1 passage of the herd. If you have 100 cow herd, you can get 2 passages out of the same foot bath.